presentation, we are going to see about the energy equation. The energy equation is purely based on the first law of thermodynamics. It states the rate of change of energy of a fluid particle which equals to the rate of heat addition plus the rate of work done. The rate of increase of energy is given as rho dE by dt. The energy is given as I plus 1 by 2 of u square plus v square plus w square. Here the I is the internal energy, that is the thermal energy. 1 by 2 u square plus v square plus w square is the kinetic energy. Potential energy is usually treated here separately and this will be included as a source term. So we derive first the energy equation by setting the total derivative equals to the change in energy as a result of work done by viscous stresses and the net heat conduction. Then we will subtract the kinetic energy equation to get a conservation equation for the internal energy. In next slide you can able to see the work done by surface stresses in all the directions. For x direction it is represented as tau xx. Here the shear stresses are mentioned, tau xx in x direction, and for y is tau yy and for z is tau zz. Correspondingly the velocity components u, v, w are mentioned, and summing up all those stresses for three directions and dividing those expressions by the total volume. Total volume means del x, del y, del z, we get the work done. In next slide you can able to see the energy flux due to heat conduction. This also we have to find out. So instead of tau we represented q as a result of heat. Remaining all the expressions are same. Here also summing up all those expressions and dividing by total volume of del x, del y, del z, you will get energy flux. In next slide you can see the expression after summing up all the terms and dividing by del x, del y, del z, it gives the net rate of heat transfer to the fluid particle per unit volume. So minus dou q x by dou x minus dou q y by dou y minus dou q z by dou z, which is equal to minus divergent q. Next you have to write the heat flux to the local temperature gradient by using the Fourier's law of heat addition. The Fourier's law of heat addition states q which is equal to minus k dou t by dou x. For three directions we have to mention as x, y, z. This altogether for three direction you can write it in a vector form as q is equal to minus k gradient t. Therefore your energy flux due to conduction will be related as minus div q which is equal to divergent of k gradient t. That is the q value minus k gradient t is substituted in the first relation, that is minus divergent of k gradient t. So this is your final form used in the energy equation. Next we are going to write the altogether equation in a same manner. So setting the total derivative for the energy in a fluid particle equals to the previously derived work and energy flux terms, which results the following energy equation, that is rho dE by dt which is equal to minus divergent of Pu plus dou u of tau xx by dou x plus dou u tau yx by dou y plus dou u of tau zx by dou z plus you have to write for yy and for zz plus div k gradient t plus SE. This SE represents the source term. This source term includes the potential energy and the sources due to heat production from chemical reactions. Next you have to write for kinetic energy equation. This kinetic energy equation separately derived from a conservation equation for the kinetic energy of a fluid. So to do this we multiply each momentum, that is uv momentum by uvw, that is corresponding velocities. So altogetherly by adding those expressions we get a equation like this for kinetic energy, that is rho d of 1 by 2 u square v square w square, that is 1 by 2 u v w represents kinetic as I told you in previous slides, that is E. So instead of E we are substituting 1 by 2 u square plus v square plus w square by dt, which is equal to minus u of gradient p plus u of writing the expressions for three directions, that is dou tau xx, tau yy and tau zz plus u into Sm. Next we have to write for internal energy equation. So to get this we have to subtract the kinetic energy equation from the energy equation. So by doing that, we are defining a new source as SI. That is, SI means SE minus U into SM. So instead of SE minus U into SM, you are going to write as SI. So that is a small correction you are going to change in the previous equation. Remaining all the expressions are same. That is, rho di by dt is equals minus P divergent U plus tau xx dou u by dou x plus tau yx dou u by dou y plus tau zx dou u by dou z plus writing for yy and zz plus divergent k gradient t plus si. Next you have to write for enthalpy equation. For enthalpy equation, this equation is used as an alternative form for the energy equation. This is known as the total enthalpy equation. That is, specific enthalpy and total enthalpy is taken. For specific enthalpy, it is denoted as H. That is, H is equal to I plus P by rho. For total enthalpy, H naught is equal to H plus 1 by 2 of U square plus V square plus W square. So substitute the H value, that is I plus P by rho, in H naught. So you will get, after substituting, what you will be getting? H naught, which is equal to I plus P by rho plus 1 by 2 U square plus V square plus W square. We know what is I plus 1 by 2 U square plus V square W square as the energy E. So instead of I plus that U V W, substitute E plus remaining is P by rho. So that is your total enthalpy. So instead of E plus P by rho, substitute H naught in the previous equation. You get dou of rho H naught by dou T plus div rho H naught U, which is equal to divergent K gradient T, plus writing all those expressions for three directions U x x, y y, z z, plus SH in terms of enthalpy source. This is the total energy equations in 3 dimensions. Thank you.